What's up, it's your boy YVNGB, man. We back at it again with another freaking video, and you already know. Hey man, drop that freaking intro. What's up, y'all? Today, we talking about picking your AFSC/job in the United States Air Force. So we're gonna break this down piece by piece by piece, so there's no confusion. I don't know about what it is to other recruiters or how they do stuff, but this is pretty much how my recruiter did it. She made it very easy. It's simple. So pretty much the process is we're gonna start from the beginning. So you decide to join the Air Force. Boom, there it is. Congratulations. So basically, you talk to your recruiter, they set it up, they set you up to go stay at a hotel to go to MEPS. Boom. You go to MEPS that next morning. It's at like 4 a.m. for the most part. So what I think it is, they send you there at like 4 a.m. or something like that. You go there, get ready to take your test. Pretty much they brief you when you get to the MEPS building. MEPS is military entrance processing station. I knew that. Yeah, so you go there, take your ASVAB after they give you a little brief, stuff like that. Talk about what you can and what you can't bring in there. And then yeah, you have the option to take a pre-test, which it's not really an option. You're gonna have to take it. And then they give you an option to take the PICAT. PICAT is basically it's like taking a pre-test, and it basically it's like a practice test / pre-test. So you take it, and then whatever your score on that is, it can be like your confirmation test when you go to take the ASVAB. So if you take the PICAT, you have to take the ASVAB. And pretty much, you take the PICAT, you get a score, and then the ASVAB, you have to take the ASVAB in order to confirm that score, pretty much. So yeah, so don't cheat on your PICAT. If you take that PICAT, just take it honestly. Take it first, right? So yeah, take that PICAT, go to that, take your ASVAB, and you get your confirmation score. Or you just take the ASVAB as a whole. But when you take the PICAT and then you go to take your ASVAB, you have to either get the exact number of questions you got on the PICAT, or you can get a couple better, a couple less, whatever. But if you just do totally different, like if you do totally worse, or you do even better than what you did on the PICAT, you're gonna have to take the whole ASVAB. So I mean, it's kind of give or take. But I took the PICAT, and then I took the ASVAB, and I got a confirmation score, and I confirmed my score. So you can pick and choose. You either take the whole ASVAB, or you take the PICAT and take the ASVAB. Either way, you getting in the Air Force, as long as you don't fail, which you won't. I have faith in you. But once you do all that, you take the ASVAB, you go, and most likely, I think you talk to the Air Force liaison at your MEPS. And then I can't remember exactly what they talk to you about. I think they just pretty much gather your scores, let you know what your score was, and then I believe either they show you like a preview of what you qualify for, or they just kind of tell you what your score was, have you sign a couple papers, and then you can go back to your recruiter, or your recruiter set up a day for you to come in to look over the entire list of jobs that you qualify for. Me, I still have a picture of all my jobs that I qualify for. I don't have the whole list because I had a front and back. I only got the front. So, but yeah, so you go back to your recruiter, and pretty much she'll print out all the jobs you qualify for, and then there will also be jobs that you have to. So if you decide to do like any crazy jobs, I mean not crazy jobs, but like, you know, special jobs like band or special warfare type thing. If you decide to do any like crazy special jobs, well not crazy, but special jobs like band or special warfare or anything like that, you would have to do some like pretty much you have to jump through more hoops in order to do it, or in order to qualify to do it. So if you want to do that, that's your job. If that's what you want to do, go for it. Not my cup of tea. But to each his own. But yeah, so pretty much go through the list, and pretty much you have, if your list is long enough and you have the option to do it, you can pick 15. She'll most likely ask you either pick 10 jobs or pick 15 jobs that you are willing to do, right? So pick 15 jobs or pick 10 jobs. For the most part, I heard people do 10, but some people do 15. It just depends. And then yeah, pick those jobs, and then they'll ask you which jobs would you mark as your top 10. So pretty much you will pick the top job you wouldn't want to do, and then you just list it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So then you would do that. So then once you pick those jobs, they'll put it in the system, and then they will try to get your jobs. There is no promise you will get those jobs. I say again, there is no promise that you will get that job. There's no promise. I can't stress that enough. There is no promise you will get that job. They will try to get those top 3, top 4, top 5 jobs that you have on your list. But you guys have to remember, what the Air Force needs is what the Air Force needs. There's nothing you can really do. You already took that oath. So at that point, you pretty much just kind of sit and wait until your recruiter lets you know what job you got. They will probably call you in and be like, hey, you got your job, and they'll let you know what job you got. Me, y'all already know, I'm a crew chief, also known as technical aircraft mechanic. And yeah, I work on aircraft all my life now. But yeah, also, if you guys, once you get in, you did your time for about, I want to say it's about 80% of your time in service, you can cross-train. And those jobs that you qualify for, if you wanted to cross-train into those jobs, there's a list that will show what jobs are open right now that you qualify for, that you can possibly cross-train into. I say it again, possibly. If you're in a job or career field that is undermanned and needs you, possibility you probably won't get cross-trained. Possibility. There's a possibility that you might get into another career field. So you never know. That's pretty much it. That is how you pick your job in the Air Force. It's not hard. You don't get to really pick your job. Yes, that kind of sucks. No, you don't get to exactly pick your job. But obviously that's why you pick a top 10, and then you pick your top 3, and that pretty much sets you up. So, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But without further ado, man, that is my video of how you pick your AFSC/job in the United States Air Force. But without further ado, let me go ahead and drop this freaking stuff and let y'all know to like, subscribe, comment. If you got any questions, drop a comment. I will respond. I do respond to comments. Sometimes I'll just either hit you with a like if you just giving me a compliment or whatever, or I might actually comment. Make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all share it. Share it with your friends. Share it to people that possibly maybe join the Air Force. Share it to people who are thinking about joining the Air Force. You never know. People always say, "Oh, I would never join the military." I was one of those guys. I said I would never join the military. Look at me now. I'm in the military. Don't ever just think that you will never join the military. Don't ever think that you just won't ever do something, because you never know. It's a bunch of sergeants that I've had in my career that have literally said, yeah, I was supposed to just do a one and done. Now they end up being in the Air Force for about 12, 16, 20 years, already can retire, but they choose not to because they love the life of the Air Force. But enough of me talking. You already know what's coming up next. Peace.